Hi, I'm PrettyGal, Dada, and I'm here to talk about the situation that's happening in Nigeria. Like some of you may not know this, but like right now, Africa is going through a crisis with different countries going through different things. Like the one that's most popular right now is in SARS, but I'll name off a list of like what's going on in other countries and their hashtags so you can get more information about those. I'm just gonna name off the hashtags. You can look up on Twitter, Congo is bleeding, shut it all down, am I next, Anglophone crisis, rape national emergency, child trafficking, and end SARS. Those are the ones that I have right now. So I know you're probably wondering like what SARS is. SARS is the Special Anti-Robbery Squad under the branch of the Nigerian police force. They deal with theft, robbery, kidnapping, firearms, theft. It was founded in 1992 by Simeon Danladi Medenda. It was it was made its own branch of operations so they could um, so other parts of the police force could focus on other things. In 1970, they had just come out the Nigerian Civil War, so they had a lot of criminal activity going on in the community. So what they did, like how they operate is they look like regular people. They don't carry guns. They drive normal vehicles. They look like normal people. They dress like they're like undercover. Their main job was to monitor radio communications and facilitate successful arrest of criminals. They only operated in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria alone, for a total of like 10 years until they were expanded into all 56 states of Nigeria. After they got after they were expanded into the whole country of Nigeria, that's when the problem started. The problem was that they began to exploit citizens for their money and started to abuse them. Like they would begin to treat people inhumane. They also began to carry guns with them. Just an FYI, this is a brief rundown, a brief history of like SARS. They began to detain young men of fraud just because they were in possession of smartphones or laptops, because they just assumed that people with this type of equipment were bad people or frauds. And then like they'd arrest them and the bail money would be like unacceptably high for no reason. In 2016, Amnesty International visited a SARS detention center and documented inhumane treatments like crowded cells, beatings, hangings, shootings, and more. This is the reason why like people are protesting today because of things like this that are still happening or have gotten worse, like in present day Nigeria. The reason people are mad is because that like this like some during this month a man was shot in Delta State by a SARS officer. Like allegedly he was shot. But the government reassured people that SARS will be reformed, like all that stuff. Like these are things that people in Nigeria have heard like throughout the years for like almost almost 10 years. They've been hearing like, oh, we will reform this, we're gonna do things about this, we're gonna like break it down, we're gonna do this, rebuild it and everything, but nothing has happened. In 2009, National Minister and Attorney General of the Federation convened a national committee for torture to examine the supposed killings and tortures happening, but they made little to no type of progress to take care of the problem. So back to like kind of present day. This started the protest like there have been protests like ongoing protests like on a broader level in Nigeria this month. And young adults have been targeted and getting killed and harassed. They harassed the youth of Nigeria and they accused them of crimes they didn't commit. They unlawfully detained them and forced them to death. On October 11th, 2020, Jomai is, I don't know how to say his name, Jimo Isiak, I'll just say Isaac, was shot dead in Oyo State when police monitoring the protests opened fire all of a sudden. Like protesters are just like they're just minding their business. They're trying to be peaceful. They are not being violent. They're just peaceful. Then police just have enough to just shoot at them for no reason. And then the next day, October 12th, police fired shots that killed 55-year-old I shoot, I cannot say these names, but they killed a 55-year-old and arrested dozens of protesters. Again, protesters weren't doing anything. They were being peaceful. October 16th, police tear gassed and shot water at protesters in Abuja, Nigeria. They attacked journalist Gemba Kakande and slashed his tires and destroyed his phone. And in his words of what he was feeling during when all that was happening, and I quote, he said, I was saying my last prayers. I really thought my life was going to end. Now, I was like, when I saw these posts, I was like, oh, wow. Like, I was looking, like, reading up on the information, like, okay, this is happening in Nigeria. Like, I knew, like, they had, like, issues, but I didn't think, like, it'd be this bad where, like, it'd be, like, getting to this level. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, trying, like, I wasn't affected by it. Like, I wasn't hurt or anything. Like, I'm very passionate about where I come from. Like, every chance I get, I'll let you know I'm Nigerian because I'm proud to be Nigerian. So, October 20th, on my social media, I saw, like, the Nigerian flag bloody. But I didn't want to look into it because, like, I was already mad about it, like, the situation. Because NSARS, I think, like, I'd known about it for, like, almost a week or two, and like how they're just killing they were just killing the youth. The youth were just dying because they were protesting peacefully. So I was seeing on the timeline the Nigerian flag bloody, and I didn't even want to get into it because like I didn't want to like know what had went down. And I remember like the day before or like earlier that morning, like I saw my I was on Twitter and I saw like a picture and like people documenting um a big large protest in Lekki, Nigeria, and they had like everything they needed. They had like radio stations, food, water. Like they were ready to protest peacefully. I was like, yes, go Nigeria, yes. Like, this is what we need to do. This is good. Like it was like a good. Like the picture was like it made me feel happy. Like yes, they're fighting for what they believe in. Like I wish I could go there to fight, help fight for them. And then like I'm seeing like the bloody flag. I'm like, I'm not even gonna get into that. And I FaceTime my friend, and we're talking about something, and somehow it leads up to the situation in Nigeria, like what happened October 20th. And I was like, I don't even want to know what happened. I'm not even gonna get into that. We finished talking, and I'm like, what happened? Because like I don't really I don't know it like I know it's something bad, but like I didn't want to look into it. But I was like, let me just look into it. Turns out October 20th, they had a massacre. Like protesters, they were marching in front of police, and the police just out of nowhere just started shooting them. Pro- like they just started shooting them for no reason. Like I saw a video, protesters were just standing. They were standing peacefully, holding up their sign, holding up the flags of Nigeria. They were kneeling down, and the police just shot at them. Just shot, and they shot and killed people. And then like people watched other people die in front of them. I saw a video where they were carrying this one man. They had to wrap him up in a Nigerian flag because he was bleeding, like he was bleeding, like blood everywhere. And then another video, like it's a lot. Like when I saw like all the videos, I did not think I would react the way I did because I was looking at him, and then all of a sudden, I just broke down. Like I broke down. I was crying and everything because like I'm very passionate about where I come from, and it angered me. Like I can't do anything about it, and all these innocent people died for no reason. Like I would understand like if the crowd was like getting violent, they shoot, but the crowd was not doing anything. The crowd was just standing there holding the flag. They knelt down. They knelt down to show that they were trying to be peaceful. They did not want any type of they knelt down to like show them like we're with you, like we're with you. We're not trying to fight. protest peacefully, get our word across, and they shot them. There was another video of a mother, like her son died in her arms, and she was screaming and crying. Like there are so many videos, and I could not sleep that night. I found it like October 21st in the morning because I was putting it off because I already knew that something bad happened. I didn't really want to like get into it. So that whole night I could not sleep. I stayed the next day. I cried like the whole up until the point I actually fell asleep. Like I was broken. Like I didn't understand why I reacted that way. Like and the whole next day I was like I couldn't like operate right because I was still broken by the situation. And then I hear that like the officials they didn't say when all that happened, the government officials were quiet. They were silent. They didn't say a damn thing about anything. They didn't acknowledge anything. They were quiet. And all those officials that were like all the officials that were saying like, oh, we're gonna work on the problem, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna reform it. Like, don't worry, stop being violent, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing blah, blah, blah. They did not say a damn word about the situation. Like they didn't say anything. And that pissed me off like that entire day. Like, I was just so down and everything. Like I cried. Like I could not believe it. Like, cause like damn. So that's all I have to say. Just like to inform everybody what's going on in Nigeria right now. And they are still shooting. The next day, like either the day I woke, like October 21st or October 22nd, I was going through Twitter to look at the videos. And like Twitter, they have like they don't censor videos and stuff. Like I saw a video of this man shot dead, his brains all over the floor, like like his head like open, his head was open, like you could see the inside of it, and you could see like the brain splattered all over the floor in front of it. And then there was this other video of these two brothers also. Like they're just videos, like all these videos, overflowing videos of the events. And then there was another video of like that same day, October 20th or the 21st, where protesters, like it was like from somebody's apartment or house, they were like recording from up above. It was people were running, and then two or I don't know, I think about two officers, they were just walking like on a road somewhere, and they just started shooting, and people were running like the officers were literally the people were literally running, and the officers were just walking, shooting, just shooting for no reason. Like they were just shooting them for no reason. And the thing that's like angering me about this whole situation is that when Black Lives Matter was going on, the whole world was like they did not um they did not back off on like the constant posts, the protesting. They did not come back off about the information, like informing everybody about different people what's going on, what the government's doing. They did not stop informing it. But Nigerians in the US, they kind of spread it. And Americans are looking at it, they're getting irritated. Like they're getting mad. People keep bringing it up. Like I asked somebody, could you please speak on this? Like commented on somebody's post, and then somebody else commented they already spoke on it, like 2 days before the massacre. So nobody knew about the massacre, and I was explaining to them like something else just happened, and then this was like I don't know, like Black Americans remembered like there would be no like we're all one. Like Africans, you're black, you're African. If you are dark skinned, if you are a black person in America, your origin is Africa. You are African. You have African in your blood. African lives are also black lives. There would be no black lives without African lives.
And please tell the people where you from one more time. Where are you from?
I am from my parents are Nigerian. I was born in Tennessee.
I ain't talking about no, not your state. Yo, what continent are you from?
Oh, wait, I'm from America.
What continent is your family from?
They're from Nigeria. They're from Africa. They
All
are
right.
from Nigeria.
And You what you're saying right now is I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna let you keep going. But what you're saying
It's
right
okay.
now is it don't matter where you from. If you're from Europe, Australia, Africa, America, Canada, we all
If you
Africans.
are black, if you identify as black, you are African.
Straight up. Keep going.
You
I'm
are
sorry.
African lives are black lives, and people are not understanding that. Like, and it's also police brutalities. I wish like people, like, oh, I think like there are a lot of Africans in the UK, so I'm pretty sure like they're also like trying what they can also. But like America, like come on America, you like especially Black America, like come on, like I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I'm talking about all I see are like Nigerians talking about it, like talking about what's happening, and it's like irritating me. Like why are you guys trying to shut down? Why are you trying to shut up Nigerians about this situation? Like something that literally just happened, you have no information about. You have no information about. And then I didn't see. I think it was CNN News. They didn't show the full story. They covered CNN International. They covered the story. They didn't show like the full. They didn't show the full story. They only showed like protests and all that other stuff. They didn't show what actually happened. And they didn't show like talk about like the police shooting, like actually killing people. They didn't talk about like they didn't talk about full. They didn't give the full story. They just only covered like a small piece of the story. Like people were misinformed about what actually went down. And then like I don't know what it was this other news station that actually covered it. Like only the local stations in Nigeria and Africa know the like real story. Like knew the real story until that other international news the other international news group covered it. Like it's just pissing me off. Like we're all one. Why are you trying to shut up Nigerians? Why are you getting mad that celebrities are posting about it? Like why are you getting mad? I don't understand. Black lives matter, right? Black lives are African also. That's all I have to say right now. I'm trying to think if I missed anything.
Take your time. Take your time.
What else am I missing? Oh, and when the government finally spoke about it, they lied and said, wait, one thing they did was they turned off cameras, like, it turned off, like, I don't think there's, like, I haven't seen any video with, like, recorded from, like, security cameras or anything. Like, they turned off cameras in the areas, like, and they shut off, like, power and stuff. So that was planned. Like, that incident was planned. And then they lied and said like, oh, we didn't do this, or none of this happened. The government lied about it. And then um, there's like a situation where people are saying that current president of Nigeria is dead and has been since 2017. And that's like confusing me because like people don't know because people haven't heard from him or seen him like physically seen him in a while. It's like I'm confused. Like if he's dead, then who is the lead? Who is the leader in Nigeria? Who is doing all of this? Who is like controlling Nigeria? Like honestly, like the whole continent of Africa is going through so much right now. But like I'm just focusing on Nigeria because like that's where I'm from. I haven't done research on the other places like as deeply as I have done for Nigeria. Like the government really effed them over. Like it's just treating them bad. Like it started off with just the youth protesting, like because like they were protesting for their lives and stuff. And the the elders started to understand and they started fighting with the youth. Like when you have the elders on your side, who can come against you? Like they started off like youth, then the elders. Now everybody started to get into it. Now this happened. And then another thing that I found out was like they Nigerians found the place where the government was holding like supplies and stuff like during like people were starving. Like people were actually starving like during the coronavirus situation. People were starving. Like people were like lined up trying to get food and everything. Like food was scarce, or so they thought. They uncovered like place where they were holding all the food, water supplies, and everything. Like he just ransacked that place, and I'm glad they ransacked that place. And I hope they got each. I hope they get that place out. I really do, cause like the government, like what they do is they 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 basically steal from the people. They get money from the people. Like they have like they're living large, living life while the country like Nigeria is like a good it's what's the word? Innovative. I don't know if that's the word. But
You
like
say innovated.
yes,
What you mean? What you mean? What you mean by that?
like they actually they what you would call modern. They're modern. That's the word. Like they're modern. But like government they save all this money for themselves. Like they'll have all these private jets. They live like million. They're basically millionaires, billionaires. All that type of. They have that type of lifestyle. They will fly from. I saw this illustration. Like the the hospitals, how the hospitals are in Nigeria. Like some hospitals won't have supplies and stuff. Like they won't have water. They won't have electricity. And these presidents, they don't even use the hospitals in their country. They go to other countries to get medical treatment. And that they know how bad like their country is doing, but they still choose not to help. They choose to go somewhere else and enjoy that type of luxury and let their people suffer. Well, that's all I had to say. Just that, please, African Americans, please spread the word. Stop getting irritated. This is also a Black Lives Matter situation. This is also police brutality. People are dying. We all shared like when all that stuff happened in June, July. We were on it, sharing with the whole world, like sharing the experiences, like everything that was going on, information left and right. So why are you trying to shut up Nigerians? Don't shut us up, please don't, because we're not gonna shut up. We'll keep on talking about it. Like I don't understand. That's all I have to say.
um, I'm not Nigerian, so I can't speak on what I don't know.
You may be in your blood. You may be.
I mean, for sure. I mean, I am my blood. Hell yeah, I'm African for sure. You can't tell me I'm not. Word, can't nobody take that from me. Word, you can tell it's not Caucasian hair. It's not Latino hair. I'm straight African, but I'm not. My mother and my father isn't direct. Didn't come directly from there. Is what I'm saying. My ancestors were slaves.
Oh, I have something else to say.
Go ahead.
And in my opinion, before colonizers touched African land, they were doing so well. Like Africans, like they were like high, like royalty. Everyone was royalty. Everyone still is a royalty because that still happens to this day. Like my family is royalty, and like I know, like some of my friends are like royalty and all that stuff. But like when Africa was untouched, they were thriving and everything. So like like you see, like I don't like how I wish like Africa would just like push away all these other countries, especially America, all these other countries that are trying to exploit them. Like close off, like if Africa is kept to themselves, they would be able to like they would be able to grow and progress on their own. Like, they don't really need the help of anybody because like majority of resources come from Africa, or majority of dang, what's the word? I can't dang, what's the word? A majority of like goods and stuff came from Africa, were stolen, brought to other places, made as their own. Like Africa was like exploited the country in my continent, in my
Exploited
eyes.
resources.
Yeah, like it's exploited deeply, and I feel like Africa should just like if you are not African, stay out of Africa. Like Africa really does not need anybody's help. Like people I saw this one video of this woman. She went to Africa talking about like how she had a bad experience getting tested for the coronavirus. How it took like I don't know how long. Like I don't know how long she said it took. Like some days or like some like 48 hours or 5 days. I don't know. But like she lied. People like dragged her for like and that I forgot which part she went to, but like you get tested and you receive your results in 24 hours. And she was talking about she went there to save the country. What do you mean that you're coming there to save the country? The country does not need any type of saving. It really doesn't need any type of saving. Please don't let American TV fool you of how Africa is, because Africa, all that stuff that they're showing, that is how American places are in. Oh, shoot, I can't talk. That is how places are in America too. Like you see all these kids that are like skinny and all that stuff. If you look in the right places in America, you find those exact same type of looking kids, except like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like you like it is not that is not what Africa is. Africans they don't live in huts, they don't live in trees, they don't live among lions and all that stuff. We live in houses and stuff. I would take a picture. Oh I can. Let me see. Can I share screen?
Hmm.
Um
Do you see record?
yeah, I saw like the
Do
thing.
you see beside record?
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Okay. These are like uh, okay. Oh wow, that's confusing. Okay, so these are. Can you see my screen?
Hmm.
Okay, these are like the average houses in Nigeria. Like all of these houses, like if you go to Nigeria, this is what you will see. You see like gates, like right here, like these gates right here. You'll see that, except like a broader like level, they'll be tall and big and black. Like these are houses in Nigeria. I'm not saying like all the houses are like that, but like that's what majority of them are. And then like let me see if I can find a picture of people in Nigeria. All they want to show is the poor, like the poor looking people. That's all they want to show. Like America wants, the world, America wants Africa to look poor so bad, knowing good and well they're not poor at all. They're one of the richest countries, continents. I don't know why I keep on saying countries. They're one of the richest continents in the world. Like I don't like this at all. Like don't be fooled, because Nigeria, America, too. Hey, I can't talk.
You good? It's okay.
Africa has money. Africa has money. I'll show you what, like, how the weddings are. This, oh shoot, what I just did. Dang. You go back. Right here, these are like African women. These are like, dang. This is how the weddings are. Like, big, like, luxurious. Like, America wants Africa to look poor so bad, and I hate that. And people get confused and ask like stupid questions like you live in huts and all that stuff. We don't. We live in luxury. Even though like there are still some poor parts. There are rich parts also and like modern like middle class parts also. Please don't be fooled by American TV. Please don't. Now that's all I have to say.
Okay. I'm not from Nigeria, so I can't speak on what I don't know. My ancestors were slaves here. Um, there's a lot of black on black crime going on in the world. I just feel like all of it should stop. I don't care if it's not in Nigeria, in Egypt, America, China, whatever. Us as black people, we just need to come together. Like most people who aren't black like to see us hurt each other.
against each
They
other.
like to see us bring each other down. They like to start fires within our communities. I don't think that's okay. I feel like every time we do something like what's going on in Nigeria right now and what's going on in the rest of the world dealing with black on black crime, we just making it easier for them so they don't have to do nothing. And that's not right. So like I said, I ain't from Nigeria, but I can just say to all my black brothers, we don't need to do this shit. There's no point of us trying to hurt each other, man. When the whole world is trying to hurt us, that's the number one thing about being black. Everybody else don't want you to succeed, so we gotta help each other out, man. So my message to the police in Nigeria, to the government in Nigeria, I don't know what y'all got going on, but it's a whole lot easier to help everybody out than to hurt everybody. I don't know. We don't need to hurt nobody. We just need to help each other. We need to uplift our communities instead of tearing down. Because I promise you this, soon as the Caucasian man come to Africa, once they realize how much is there, especially in a country as rich as Nigeria, inside of the continent, Africa, they gonna take whatever the fuck they want. Whenever they come there, they're gonna take it. Whatever the fuck they want, they're gonna take it. And they definitely gonna take it if we don't come together. The only way we can keep the continent of Africa sacred and special and rich is by coming together. If we don't, we just gonna allow other people who aren't Africans to come and take it over and then mess it up. The number one thing y'all do not want, and I can promise you this to the government and to the police of Africa and Nigeria, y'all do not want Africa to turn into America. The way it's going right now, with the government turning on its own people instead of outsiders,
People are trying to
that's
leave.
that's
Like
the way it's going.
people are debating, like they're trying to leave Nigeria because of like how like I forgot somebody responded. I forgot, but like I don't know exactly what he said, but like the interpretation was like keep trying me and you'll see what happens. That was the interpretation from like one of the government officials, and people are trying to leave right now,
That's all
and
I
I
have.
hate that.
I just feel like we need to come together instead of bringing each other down. We've been going back and forth with each other as a black community ever since ever since the first pictures and videos of us. Everybody depicts us as fighting and as rude and as brutal and as animals. And but they don't understand we do have families, we have mothers, we have fathers, we have grandmothers, we have aunties, we have ladies, we have men in our family who really do care about us and who care about the world, and we making it look bad. All of our Africans in the world who do good, it don't mean shit whenever the Africans that's doing bad is doing bad because nobody not gonna pay attention to the good. Like it don't matter if 100 people right now from Africa graduate in America from Harvard or Yale or MIT. It don't matter if they all become doctors and lawyers. Them nobody not gonna pay that no attention. The only thing they're gonna pay attention is how we killing each other, how we beating each other up, how we robbing each other, how we taking each other for granted, how we treat other people of other races better than we treat our own. It ain't cool. I just hope one day, man, we come together. A lot of people fighting for us now. We have Asians saying Black Lives Matter. We have Latinos saying Black Lives Matter. We have Caucasians, some of them, saying Black Lives Matter. Everybody trying to help us out. Now it's time for us to help ourselves.
Yeah, That's what I hate. Like how people are asking celebrities. Like, oh, we don't really need the celebrities doing anything, but just spread the word. Just spread the word. It's all. Like, I wish we would stop asking seeking celebrity help because some of them exploit take that up as an opportunity to make money. And another thing that pissed me off about like why African Americans are like taking it seriously is like when Beyonce released Black is King, like she was doing all the African culture, everybody all of a sudden they were like, oh yes, Africa, yes, go Africa, yes, we're all African. All of a sudden, like African, like being um liking African culture was a trend. In my eyes, that's how it was. Like like African Americans looked at it as like, yes, all like they didn't used to like make fun of African culture and all that stuff. Like if you and then like how I see like those people right now, like you love African culture so much. Why aren't you spreading the news about this? Like after like the hype went down about like Black is King, Beyonce's African projects and stuff, people went back to start people went back to start making fun of African culture. Like it was a hairstyle, an African traditional hairstyle, like Fulani braids. Let me look it up. Right. Let me see. Um, I can't find the exact picture, but I'll show like a similar picture. Like they were making fun of this hairstyle, and I was like, y'all were just like so pro African culture. What happened? Where is this hairstyle? Okay, okay. Now we share screen. This hairstyle right here. It's similar to what like they're making fun of. Not exactly, but people were making fun of this hairstyle. Like it was going around on Facebook. Like, what the hell is this? What is this? And people were laughing. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all just love African culture a few like weeks ago. Like, please stop hating on Africa. Don't make it a trend like Africa. Also, like y'all made it a trend for Black Lives Matter. Like people like this is like I don't know. Like the white people are like happy about this. Like all those people that trying to keep Africans and African Americans separate, like like black people apart. When Black Lives Matter was going on, we specifically said to like the non-African, non-black people, don't make it a trend, and they made it a trend. And like when it comes to African culture, a lot of people are not gonna like a lot of people like they don't see like being like Beyonce, when they see her, they're like, oh my gosh, she's introducing African culture to the world. No, she's introducing African culture to America, to you, because the rest of the world knows about African culture. Like a lot of people, they think that Beyonce introduced us to um introduced the word to Burner Boy, Yemi Alade, Davido, all this stuff. No, like I saw this post that was like Beyonce opened up a door for Burner Boy when Burner Boy has been international since like forever. Like I hate like when people like give credit to Beyonce for African culture, like when she's like not like directly African, you know? Like I have no problem with her doing it, but sometimes like in my like sometimes and Americans don't understand that they see like Africans that like come for her or hate on her when she's embracing African culture. They see it as hate when like the majority of Africans see it as like her appropriating culture. Like in a way she appropriates African culture. I don't know, like I like sometimes she'll like it's like appreciation, but sometimes she'll appropriate it. And people don't understand that. Like people like they worship Beyonce when it comes to like African culture, but let it be an African person. They'll like they'll like, oh my gosh, Beyonce did this for you. African person ask for help. Oh no, sorry, can't. Like people aren't seeing that. And I had something else to say, and I can't remember. Oh, and another thing, like Beyonce loves African culture so much, but yet she still hasn't had a concert in Africa. Like she's never done a concert in Africa. Like she does things for Africa and everything, but she's never had a concert for Africa. And people don't, and people like wonder why like Africans some like seem hateful towards her. Like nobody's hateful towards her. She just like in a way appropriates African culture, and you guys feed into it. But like it feels like unless it's Beyonce, have I seen it? Unless it's Beyonce that says something, Americans won't really help Africa. But when they need to like stop, stop making fun of it, because like a lot of things, a lot of things like almost everything in the world you can make like a connection to Africa with. Like almost everything you can make a connection to Africa with. I wish more African Americans were like. I know like some during the Black Lives Matter, like they came, like they wanted to know more about where they came from. And everything. I wish more like actually appreciated African culture instead of making fun of it and actually cared to speak on the issues. That's all I have to say.
Would you like to give me an outro?
Um, thank you for watching this. Uh, please share, like, speak about it, do your own research about what's happening. Like, you can just go on Twitter, like, look up the hashtags, but like, not everything on Twitter is true. So I recommend like looking up, like, just look up on Google what's going on in Africa, what's going on in Nigeria, what's going on in Congo, what's going on in Ghana, what's going on in like all these places. Just look it up, and I'll put some links in the description for like websites that you can like things you can do to help out. I'll maybe put some positions in there, information sites, and all that. That's what I have to say. It's just like spread the word. Please don't get mad when you see Nigerians or Africans speaking about like asking for help. Like get the word out. Like we really need help. Even though like I'm not there, like it hurts me that I can't really do anything but pray and uh spread the word. Like I cried that was like most passionate I've prayed about anything in a while. Like that time that I couldn't sleep when I cried that night, like I prayed like the most passionate I've prayed in so long. So please pray for Africa, Nigeria, the victims that were shot and killed, and they're still shooting and killing them. They haven't really stopped. They slowed down, but they're still shooting and killing them. Just pray for the continent of Africa because like they need like help, like they need to be heard because like it's just like Africa's bleeding. Africa's bleeding. That's all I have to say. But thank you for watching this video. Please help us out. Pray for Africa. Love you all. Bye.